88.9.
Good morning, and welcome to New Graphics.
Man, I ruined the surprise.
Ah,
I ruined the surprise. Yes, we have some new graphics.
Okay.
Man. I'm
it works,
mad.
it works. Yeah, but guys, welcome to Island Tea right here on Win Media SKN. With your faves, Kevin and Nazim featuring Jade, Gwenny Gwen, Idita, CPL, Martha Stewart Johnson. And it
The
is
one with the magic fingers for the graphics. Morning.
just watch, as the Jamaicans say, just lower.
You know,
Just lower.
best thing to do.
But yeah, guys, it's Thursday, March 10th, and we're back here in WinFM Studios to, sip some tea.
Yeah, man.
Jade, how are you doing?
As fine as I can be.
Yeah, how your evening was like yesterday? Well, okay.
I
Let me
spent
see.
it doing graphics.
Oh.
And then I went to sleep early because I didn't take my usual little
Mhm.
quick nap in the day. I fought it yesterday. And then at like 10 o'clock, I was like, oh,
Let me-
woozy, why?
Let me tell y'all something. Y'all feel like this nap thing is a joke, The fact that businesses don't allow workers to take naps during the day,
Blasphemy.
it should be considered torture. As a matter of fact, it is so much recognized. You got places in Japan like they have like little sleep cubs
As they should.
at the office for the workers.
As they should.
But they recognize if the workers go and take a little 15, 20-minute nap, productivity goes to the roof.
You're fresh. Listen, I don't work there no more, so I can tell you all the things I used to do at Delay Wow.
Yep, let's go.
There's this chair in the lunchroom, right? Nap chair.
Nap chair.
Nap chair. When you done eat, you just fall out. It's got a quick little 10 minutes, however long you have left before lunch up. And if things get really drastic and you can't hold it, you just go in the bathroom and sleep.
Sleeping in the bathroom
I've
is
mastered
wild.
it. Listen, I've mastered the art of sleeping in bathrooms.
But that is
at
what-
work, not just random bathrooms.
But that is what I'm saying, Jade. What I'm saying is the fact that you have to resort to such tactics
Exactly.
means that the businesses need to look at something. Something needs to be looked at.
I agree. Why aren't we able to take naps at work? Like, and me talking about
lem-
a full 8 hours rest. Like, that's ridiculous.
Oh, no, 10,
I know,
10.
30 minutes. Refresh yourself.
15 to a half.
Yeah, a little refresher. You
Jade,
know?
I don't see it so much now, but I remember I used to see people literally just sleeping in the vehicle during lunch hour on the trees.
Somebody said our culture won't allow it. Fellas won't wake up. That's why you have to have like a system in place where like a buzzer. You clock in, it give you.
You have a nap room.
Yeah, but the buzzer in the nap room wakes you up.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They need a nap room
Yeah.
and all them things. The only problem I'm foreseeing with this, but I got some people out there, when they're sleeping, it's almost like they turn on a tractor. That's the only problem.
So only one person can be in the nap
It's
room
like,
at a
okay,
time.
hey guys, look. When Jeffrey's sleeping, Jeffrey has his own 50 minutes carved out for just him because nobody else will be able to nap anyway.
I literally have a friend like that, right? And till this day, I can't forgive him. One time we went Nevis for culture, man. You know when you're going in them places, like you're bunking up, right?
Yep.
So it happened so that the person that was supposed to put us up, he messed up. So we had to bunk by one of our friends. So all of us sleeping now, you know, and not only does he have the worst snore possible
Yep.
as him. This man saw like all the tractor them on the bypass one time.
One time.
Not only does he have that happening, but he also has an alarm set for every 30 minutes.
What?
Every 30 minutes.
So he
as in-
doesn't die while he's sleeping?
I don't know what the alarm them was for. It come like he just sleep too hard, and he had it set for work, but he forgot to take it off.
Oh boy.
Boy, I could have kicked him out the bed. As him, man into MK one time. Don't ever put it nobody else should have. Like, his
Yeah.
girlfriend is a strong woman.
I've heard stories of people. I've heard a story about this man in a dam. Man say after the first night in the dam, so this Nigerian man come upstairs. The man say, "Did you guys hear? They cutting the grass in the morning. I cannot sleep. It's ridiculous. I cannot sleep." The man say,
I hear
"Listen,
that too, you know.
man, nobody cut. Man say, man, nobody cutting grass." The man say, "What do you mean? I heard it. I heard it this morning. I couldn't sleep. It's ridiculous."
So nobody was.
The man say,
Well,
"Man, no, nobody cutting grass."
When
Bye."
I up there sound like a weed eater.
The man said, "Bye, see." The man said, "What? You're crazy. You're crazy. You cannot be. You cannot be." Watch out. The man said, when they come, after the third day, the man come to them and say, "I cannot take it anymore. I have not slept in 3 days."
Boy,
But
what? Big pet peeve for me, you know. Listen.
the man had to literally go pay. Had to
Never
go
could
pay to rent the house here. Because the man walk out. He can't deal with this.
So man, I got to stop sleeping on our back.
Oh, that's what it is.
So, yeah, a lot of them, when they're tired and they sleep on the back, problems. So y'all got to figure out y'all angles. Because y'all causing disruption in everybody else's sleep.
Bye.
And I can't sleep with noise, you know. Like, as I'm somebody that legit need quiet. Like, so you know how people that sleep with the TV on and music playing and all these things.
Right.
The only thing I can sleep with playing is rain sounds.
Oh, okay.
So there's a lot of snoring. And this, I tell you, this way I single, you know. I have a lot of pet peeves, you know. They're gonna probably make me end up alone.
Yeah, Jade, what's gonna have to happen with you is that you're gonna have to have a partner who understands that we ain't we together, but we're just not together.
Sleep at your yard.
Yeah.
Sleep at your... If you saw like a Mack truck, 4 o'clock in the morning, sleep in your house. Don't.
As a
Can't do it, I can't do it.
I'd fall asleep watching. Well, I fall asleep until the TV, iPad or whatever starts watching me.
Why y'all love that? Why everybody always sleeping with the TV blaring?
I mean, I don't really have it blaring, but yeah.
Well, y'all need a nightlight or something?
No, because it just takes my mind away from whatever it is I've been thinking about throughout the day. It's like a decompression. And I just have to decompress. So like it used to be bad, and especially when I go to like when I go to work, if I work in like a festival or something like that. Because okay, like let's say like a St. Thomas Carnival, right? You leave in the village like 3:30, 4 a.m. You have sound check starting at 7. But I have to decompress. So like I'll go back to the hotel room, shower, lay down, and I just need a moment. Sometimes I just go by the pool, just cool for a little bit. Cause it's like it's a high intensity, the show going on, like changeovers going, bands playing, all kind of things going on. You're dealing with problems. You're trying to stop fires, all this kind of thing, and then you come home and I can't just drop in the bed.
I understand. Sometimes it's very hard to turn off your mind. Which that's
I
fine.
have to go from the adrenaline rush to a point where I could like rest. So that I have to decompress. Yeah. So like usually I do use movies to that.
But do you decompress silently?
No, but cause I still it doesn't. Not that it
So
doesn't.
you use one that sound like a Mack truck too?
No, I mean,
Oh, yeah.
when I say that, I mean I watch movies.
No, that's fine. That's fine.
I watch movies.
I just can't deal with the noise. I
Or
can't deal with the
documentaries.
noise.
I get you.
And those noises ain't gonna bother me as much as the actual snoring. It's the snoring because some of y'all,
Got you.
y'all need to sleep by yourself.
I keep telling people, this thing about love is blind is a lie,
Lie.
Love is deaf. That's what it is. Love is
the
deaf.
things you got to put up with her.
Because some are sleeping with all these people here, and I can't understand it. You gotta be love is deaf.
Got to be by.
Love is
Got
deaf.
to be.
Yeah.
I snore. I think I snore. You ever heard yourself snoring while you're sleeping?
I think I've woken up myself with a snore before, like.
That only happens to me if I'm really tired. Like
It's like, but who that this snoring? Oh wait, there's only me one in here.
exactly.
Oh, that was me.
yeah.
That was me, my
Same.
bad.
Same. I was like, whew, this is terrible.
Keep that to myself, yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, you don't tell the whole world now, so. Too late for the keeping to yourself things.
Oh well.
Yeah, so you go.
Well, I sleep with me anyways. I
That's what I tell you, only my child. And Jaden don't hear me.
Yo, Jade. Speaking of children, have you been watching this? Have you been following this story with Oh, sorry, Witty. But you know what's going on. Morning. But you've been following the story with this MMA fighter. Who is now facing time in prison for attacking a pedophile?
No.
That's how the story is, like right up your alley, Jade. And the reason
That's why I said no.
and the reason for it being right up your alley, right, is as I was listening, I was following the story. I remember thinking, back when I see Jade point now.
Wait, which point? Because I don't have a lot of them, so I got to be more specific.
To rain violence on certain transgressors. But let me give the cliff notes. So basically, this dude found out that this guy had been molesting his son, something of apparently now over 100 times, right? No, wait. The guy's an MMA fighter, right? Like he uses his hands to hit people and his feet and so.
Yeah,
Like-
man, I know
like
it. MMA, you know
Like that, yeah, that's his job. That's his job. You know what the man do? The man ain't nothing. The man literally allowed the the system to run its course.
And I bet that failed.
You know what happened? The man got let off.
I know it.
The man got let off with some and some stipulation. Like he get either some short time or he just like they just lay him off.
And you see now?
No, so the man decided, let the court handle it. The man ain't gonna justice.
He went the way first,
The man ain't gonna justice from the courts, Jade.
as usual.
Fast forward. Buck up on the man. Guess where he buck up on the man?
Where?
Outside the school.
No, man. No, man. I think they should just, anyway, continue the story because...
Yeah, I go in. Go in. What today be Thursday? Okay. It's
Women's
not.
Day instead of us.
It's no longer International Women's Day, so we could say them things. Go away and say women's know in syllables. Wow.
Maybe not what I mean, but
Axeman say woman. How about woman who snore?
it's like dragon.
That sound like a dragon.
What kind of what I sleep with?
Well. I am not commenting on either of those things.
That one funny, but the man said woman is
No,
like
I
syllable.
ain't gonna make
Where
nobody.
is syllable?
I ain't gonna make nobody meet me downstairs. I can just continue my little story.
Oh boy.
So Jay, the man now, pull his gun,
Who pulled the gun?
the MMA fighter.
Okay. His license gun. I'm assuming.
I think so.
Okay.
Pull his gun, went go shoot the man who molested his son over 100 times.
Yeah, but I thought, okay.
He missed the guy. Catch the guy's stepfather.
No, he go in jail. He go in jail as him. He go in jail for sure.
Missed the guy. No, the thing is, it ain't just that he shoot the stepfather, He's also being charged for attempted murder on the pedo.
Yeah, duh. Not because, listen, I don't agree, but I understand.
See, my problem is that I don't understand. I don't know.
You don't understand what? Wait, who shoot after the pedophile?
No. What I'm saying is I don't.
fully understand it.
No, what I'm saying is I don't. Like, what do you do? Like that's my thing is I don't believe that he should have just go by a school. 'Cause actually, kids around. You miss the guy. You shoot the stepfather. You could have shoot a child. You could have shoot a teacher.
Yeah, that's why I say I don't agree, but I understand. Like he probably was thinking
no.
the man by a school, which means he probably looking
Nah,
for his
I
next
think
victim.
I think he probably knew the man was by the school and went to look for him.
For sure?
I think so.
Oh, well then that makes it even worse.
Yeah, because then
man,
it's
he go in jail.
premeditated. But what I'm saying
That's
is,
what I'm saying, he go in
so no, man, I'm not condoning. See, that's the problem. I'm not condoning the shooting, right? But my thing is, what do I tell that father? Like when they let him off, right?
They had a movie like that, with Jamie Foxx in it.
Like, what do you like? I don't know what to tell.
You know what movie I'm talking about?
No.
He had this guy, he cool guy all the time, like he into certain things, but he wasn't like a criminal or anything.
Right.
And
I like that into certain things.
yeah, but not like criminal things.
Yeah, right.
He's just very smart and to do things that usual people do now.
Right.
And so this guy kidnapped his daughter and wife, I think, or just his daughter, and murdered them. And then he didn't get any justice for that. Law-abiding citizen.
Oh, okay.
You see what the man do? So I tell you, I could barely agree. Because as you said, like, one is premeditated, two, you could have killed a child, you could have,
What Axeman is
What?
saying was also my point. My point
that's what I
my
thought
point
he was
is
gonna say too.
why he ain't just beat up the man.
But that's what I thought it was going. That's what I thought it was about to tell me. Now I thought it was because you said MMA fighter. So in my head, I'm like, Pana probably get a wicked beat down.
No,
my.
that is another discussion. We might get into it, but
even that he would have get locked up still because MMA fighters.
okay, but this is the point I'm making. The point I'm making is, why is it that once you use a gun, the charge is so much more than if you were to beat up somebody? When really and truly, you could beat up somebody real bad,
Yeah, but that take longer, and the chances of them dying is slimmer.
No.
Yeah,
No,
if
no,
you
no,
shoot
no, no,
somebody
no.
in the head as him that you're gone.
No, but listen, listen what I'm saying, Jane. Once you point your gun, shoot it at somebody, right?
Mm-hmm.
It don't matter if you just graze the shoulder. So what I'm saying is, if I graze your shoulder with the bullet, right?
Oh.
If I graze your shoulder, shoot you in your leg. But I don't see people get shot and just like walking around and so still. But I have
They're
also,
lucky.
but I've also seen people who get beat up till they can't walk again for life.
I think
And
that,
then and the person get assault and this person get attempted murder.
but I've also seen the opposite where you beat up somebody very bad and you get charged with attempted murder.
Mm.
So I guess it depends on some factors.
If you use your hands,
Yeah.
I've seen people get.
Trust me, I don't watch enough crime shows to tell you.
Yeah. I watch. That's one thing. I ain't questioning your crime acumen. That's one thing.
One thing about crime, boy, I'm an expert. Not
But
in
I
the
just
way.
feel like I don't think it's fair to just be like, oh, he was a gun attempted murder.
Well, but as if you pull a gun, the likelihood of you killing somebody is higher.
You know?
Yeah, you ever see somebody pull a gun just to fight? Well, yeah, but like,
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
but when they pull the trigger,
Literally, literally. We
Yeah,
had
but they
a
get
couple
them
years
on
ago. A couple years ago, I had this story done. Me and say this. Me and say we ain't think it's guy. Yeah, the story said this little boy was troubling some fellas there in Rival, and the panel just was like, "I was playing too much boop shoot in him."
what? what? What?
Yeah. Hold on, I tell you. Yeah, me tell you who. Yeah,
It makes sense. It makes sense.
it makes sense now, right?
Yeah, man. It makes sense a lot. Me ain't gonna lie to you.
Yeah, but yeah, maybe. Cleo saying this because it's a weapon, but what I'm saying is,
Your hands is a weapon.
not only your hands, but like sometimes when you're beating up somebody, you pull a stick and it becomes a weapon. You pull a cinder block, it becomes a weapon.
Yeah, man. I watched a man get in a video yesterday, right? I watched a man get knocked out with a big stone, you know.
Yeah.
What? Perfect aim. Like he threw two stone. The two of them big. So the man strong.
Mm.
One missed, the other one connect. And Panic was out.
You go make it connect.
Mm-mm. Mm-mm.
But, but what I'm saying is, I don't know. It's like I don't know what should happen. Like once the guy got off, like I'm thinking, okay, if this man was
There's a thing for that, you know. It's not premeditated. It's what's that? Is this term where you commit a crime, but you only committed the crime out of.
You mean passion?
It's a crime of passion, like when you kill your lover.
I think so, but I think
No, there's
like,
another term.
No,
There's
but
another term.
one of the things I was wondering is if he can't claim temporary insanity.
I would have. I would have. The fact that y'all let this man out on whatever little charges y'all give him.
And then I see him. Imagine, no, but I could understand the state of mind of seeing your son's molester, right, out, knowing that the justice system didn't come through based on a technicality.
But it would only be. You could only claim temporary insanity if it wasn't premeditated. If you didn't intend to see that.
No, I don't. And that is my issue. My issue is, why is it that the time span for temporary has to be short?
Because it's temporary as a.
No, but you want no, but this is anger we're talking about. This anger that fueling this thing. I don't be angry for 24 hours and so.
That's cool, but in the time, your anger, you could be angry home, but then go out to do something. But if you're angry and then you see the person,
Jade,
that's when you could claim, like, you could be
Jade,
angry, you know.
Jade, if I am angry, right, about something, right, to the point where I am no longer thinking correctly, right, I'm no longer in my sound mind. I don't know who is to tell me that the time at which I'm not thinking in my sound mind should be 5, 10, 15, 20 minutes. So I could be angry and they're thinking, but where I could find this man, but I can kill him.
Yeah, that's premeditated, man.
Yeah, I mean saying it's not premeditated. I'm saying I was temporarily insane.
Then how you work? That's how your friend. That is not how that works.
Oh, boy.
According to the law, that is not how that
no,
works.
No, because I don't think so. I think there's a lawyer that could definitely argue that. Yeah, because you can't. How long is a moment?
But that's why I said.
Nobody is questioning whether it was premeditated or not. What we are saying is that at the moment at which the person
could
planned.
claim.
No, what I'm saying is nobody is not saying that it's not premeditated. What I'm saying is that premeditation came out of the fact that at the time the person was not in their right mind.
Oh, I see what you mean.
Yeah, that's the point I'm
Many
making.
people claim that.
But why wouldn't you be able to? Like, I don't understand.
It's like, any lawyers listening?
No, what I'm saying is,
me.
but just out of my layman brain, right? You want to tell me that somehow you're trying to limit how long I could be temporarily insane? Like that don't make sense.
Actually, no, I don't think you could limit it because
You can't. Like how?
There has been so many times when these white people have gone on mass crimes and they use temporary insanity.
Yeah, for like hours and days and weeks and so.
Listen, months.
Now I'm telling you, Jay, they can't tell somebody they that temporarily insane for a month. Oh my, is a liar calling?
I hope so.
Person gone. Good morning, caller. You're live on Island T. What's up?
Hey, good morning. Take Dr. Henry Brown's advice. I recall when I was doing first year law, he advised us never plead mental insanity because you will be committed and considered insane. So it sounds like a good excuse, but I never try it. You still have your mental insane today.
I think people might prefer that than murder.
So it sounds like an easy way out, but you end up being classified. So find something else.
But
All right.
Yeah, all right.
But it could be classified for a while again. Remember that does reevaluate you, you know.
Not only that, you know, Jade.
And that's why so much people are claiming mental
Not only that, there, Jade. You got some things that happen in people's life, and people would go, okay, I understand.
That's why I said.
I think this is one of them things.
That's why I said, may not
over 100 times, Jade.
But I understand fully.
I just wish I knew what I would have been able to tell this man.
Nothing.
And there's nothing.
No, bro, you're going to my child.
No, Jade. What I'm saying is, before anything, I could manfully go and tell him, I say, man, let the justice system run its course. Boom, boom, boom.
The justice system that we just deal with?
No, the man did that. That ain't work out. So what recourse does he have? That's the problem. And the only thing I've been coming up with is, look, to me, the legal system need to be able to say, look, we messed up.
This is our fault.
We messed up. What we gonna do? We gonna give you 5 minutes in the minimum.
Bye, listen, I agree. I've small but no, I could kill a man in 5 minutes, and I feel like that man, that MMA fighter.
But just like the Undertaker, just not the Undertakers. What do they call him? The hangman does kill people.
Is Undertaker they be?
Is Undertakers?
Yeah. The people them who are allowed to kill people? Yeah, Undertakers, man.
Yeah, well, them they just get a blight.
How much? I remember when I was younger.
I think they got spend 24 hours in the cell or something.
24 hours after you kill a man. What?
In the cell or something. Yeah.
Just semantics, just so you could look good, like just to say, you know, you do, you know.
You do a little time.
But hey, to be an Undertaker, you gotta be a crazy man here. So willingly just kill people, you know.
Jade, you got a lot of jobs that you gotta be crazy to.
Yep.
Jade, to be an entertainer, you gotta be crazy.
Yeah, to do that.
Executioner, that's the word I was looking for.
Oh, sorry.
The Undertaker is the people who work at the...
Oh, the funeral home.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. It's executioners, you're right.
Yeah, they get locked up and then they get pardoned there.
Where's the entertainers got to be...
Jade.
We got to be insane to do this work?
No, when I say entertainers, I'm talking about, let me say celebrities. To be able to walk down the road, kind of thing and thing like.
Your life just on display. You can't even go on a little date.
Not only that, Jade, like, especially for people who have to play certain characters all the time. Like.
That's why we see a lot of them just kill themselves.
Yep.
It's crazy.
Yeah, they got some jobs here. I could tell you gotta be a little after to work them to that job. I still think Soldier is one of them.
Where is it? Wait, so just now? Pronounce the word again.
Oh my! Who it is a talk? Is the Chini man? Still there? Still there?
Ooh, police though. I think you gotta be a little.
Yeah. No,
Somebody's, what is? Anyway, when we get into the next segment, again.
Now we're going on there.
Yeah, man.
Well,
Yeah, things are get very interesting. Anyway, you finish?
I think so. It just been crazy. I'll send you some links or something. You could catch up on it. But it's just a very.
No, I don't know how, but I don't know why I'm gonna tell them, man. After I don't.
Oh my gosh, Axeman is wild.
Oh, guys, before we don't want to catch you off guard this morning. So at 8:45.
Oh, I thought that was the whole point of catching him off guard.
No.
Oh, okay.
What you thought so?
God, that's how we can happen off guard.
Oh, say what? Never mind.
No, go ahead, tell him.
At 8:45, something will be happening. Just let us know if you hear it and where you hear it. You could call us or send us a message on the live. So let us know if you heard it. It is a very important
notification.
It is a notification. It's about a minute long. That's a long notification.
What?
A minute and 28 seconds, I think.
What?
Well, fine if you think it happening in real life, you think they're going to just play it for 2 seconds?
Okay. All right.
Realistic.
Okay.
Anyway, sing for me, friend.
It's tea time. Oh, look at the graphics. Nice.
Telling you. Vibes, innit?
Vibes.
Yeah, man. I'm proud of myself, see?
Yeah, I know. It should be.
Yeah, I agree. But let's see what's happening, because we got a lot to get to. Before one, we're talking about politics again, so if y'all gonna be upset, we'll just log off now, because,
I don't even know how much I can think, but go ahead.
But when we stay yet, first on our little agenda, we have the usual COVID report. How you know about that, Adrian son? Adrian son? Boy, what make your last name and your first name sound alike?
Oh, he said Sunday morning.
So,
Let's go with the COVID report, see?
yes, so as of Wednesday, 9th March 2022, we've just had one confirmed case in the last 24 hours and one recovered case, bringing our total number of active cases to 5.
I tell you, Jade.
5 is the magic number, you know?
No, Jade. I'm starting to believe that the task force just got that 4 people there and just pumping them with COVID, so we
Shut up.
so we keep
Keep on your toes.
keep you on your toes.
I feel like things done.
Jade, them 4 people ain't recover in about 6 weeks.
You think so? You think so?
Jade, is the same 4 people for about 6 weeks now.
No, it's not. I tell you, we had 3 fresh ones.
Jade.
We had 3 fresh ones last week.
Yeah, and then them
Sunday.
and then them 3 and then them 3 recover and then we back to the 4.
Shut up.
You know understand what
You're
I'm
just
saying?
mad that we have cases. Okay? You're just mad that we have cases.
All right.
Anyway, let's
When you come back, when for the next 6 weeks, you realize you just stuck on 4.
We're going to check next week and see what going
Okay.
on. So, some good news before we get into the chaos as usual. Who I need to burp? Excuse me. Sorry. Yeah, so SKNFA members, clubs vote to continue football leagues. Member clubs of the St. Kitts and Nevis Football Association have decided to continue the local football leagues. General Secretary of the SKNFA is Tishel McLean, in providing an update, said. On 8th March 2022, the SKNFA engaged its member clubs regarding the way forward for our football leagues. At the end of the meeting, the member clubs voted in favor of the continuation of the 2021 season. The local football leagues were suspended last year May, due to an upsurge in COVID-19 cases in the country. More information will be released at a later date.
Football is coming back.
I'm so happy.
Football is coming back, man.
About time, man. About
Woo.
time.
Yeah, bye. It been rough.
Yeah, I know they've been itching to play some football. It can't feel good when you're looking at other leagues happening and you just
You're just home.
can't.
Not only that, this is World Cup year,
Ocho?
Yeah, World Cup this year.
Who you
I think
backing?
it's happening down in the winter time because it's happening in Qatar. So basically that is summer in Qatar.
Oh, okay. Who you backing? Who's your team?
I just like good football, but who I believe is going to win? Kind of leaning to France.
France? Okay, well, I mean, we're going on with that. Who are in the World Cup?
Everybody, except Singles.
Yikes.
You know,
Yikes.
the females been having some interesting
Yeah.
results by
I actually wanted-
7-2 and
12-0.
12-0 and thing, and then they
But-
turn around and get a 7-0.
Yeah.
It's like, we're not here, by.
But they're putting in a work there, They're putting in a work. That's one thing I could say. Because it could have been an instance where every game we play, we lose.
Yeah, that has happened.
That's my point.
Yes, to be honest, I watched the games. As a matter of fact, I was impressed with the level of football, especially some of the games. They really got it together and got it going.
Yeah, man. We're going to try to have a conversation with the females, the captain and the vice captain. I feel like just to get the people behind them a little bit more. Because I feel like people pay attention to the male leagues more than they pay attention to the football leagues. When the football leagues have some great games.
Female, you mean?
Yeah, what's it just now?
Football.
Female leagues. When the females have some great games, they have some amazing talents, and people just don't give them the recognition that they deserve.
Anybody know what happened with the netball? How we did?
I could find out. I know we was doing good, according to what I was seeing, but I don't know. I haven't seen anything.
I saw the start. I was up to date with the
Look on
start of the league, but
What the netball thing called? What the
the Facebook page?
Yeah.
I don't know. Try
Think
think it's netball.
No, football come up. See, tell her how. I ain't gonna respect the people. Anyway. Think it's netball. Just see, it's Netball Association.
Okay.
Let's see what's happening.
If they post anything from,
One day ago, okay.
if they no good, they ain't posting nothing from the competition. Yeah.
You think so?
Was it OECS championships? That look like something. Yeah. Yep.
Closing ceremony, but man, who it?
Well, they getting some medals. I hope in participation.
You're funny. Participation counts.
Yeah, that's true. But
Let me see.
what the standings say?
Oh boy, wait, who?
Okay.
Oh no, this is something different. That's COVID.
Okay, I can't take on COVID right now.
Yeah, I tried to find.
Somebody who know how the netball team did in the OECS championships.
Well, at
Let us
least
know.
I know that we had a player of the game, Miss Latoya, when she played versus Antigua. But I don't know. I don't know the results of that league, honestly. That was in February.
Yeah, Latoya still playing netball.
And still dominating. See that player of the game.
You know how long Latoya playing netball?
Experience wins.
Yo, that's crazy.
Yeah. Big up Latoya one time. But I can't main it for him.
Yeah.
Honestly, may no.
That's amazing though. But yeah, Jade, where we going next?
I was trying to burn time until we have to do the thing, which is in like 3 minutes.
You know, no matter. We're supposed to actually talk on it. It's supposed to
No, we're supposed to hush.
yeah, but it's supposed to just jump in.
Yeah, but then you're gonna have to you're gonna have to play it. You're gonna have to play it.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. But we could talk about boy in the next 3 minutes that ain't gonna
We
tell.
could start a convo and then continue.
Okay, let me start a convo here. Let me just give y'all a traffic update.
Yeah, this thing is 2 minutes, yeah. Anyway.
2 minutes? Okay, well, Let me give y'all a little traffic update. I don't know why somebody tell me that Bank Street was supposed to done by today,
Bank Street. This is St. Kitts, I think, in Japan, no?
I tell him so, My brother, he said, yeah, that's what they're supposed to done by Thursday. I said, Thursday who? Can't be. Japan fire when it comes to fixing roads.
As a matter of fact,
They're hard for sure.
somebody told me yesterday it took them close to an hour and a half to get from town to Cairn yesterday afternoon. Anybody else experience that?
What was happening?
Apparently they're fixing the road in Keys.
Oh, Lord.
Somebody tell me it took them an hour and a half to get from work. They work in town. To Kayan
So I
yesterday.
just take the long way.
Might as well have gone on the island.
Yeah, you would have reached.
And you burn less gas.
Same time too. Listen, I don't even know netball so huge. I was looking at the other, say on Sky Sports. Like if we get back on track here, we can be sending girls all over to play and go to school and scholarships.
No, netball has seen a resurgence, eh? Netball has seen a resurgence.
It's true.
Yeah, so, yeah, but I
Yeah, remember I tried to play netball when I was in high school, you know. But my awkwardness prevailed.
oh, yeah, netball requires a lot of coordination.
Yeah, because you got to actually catch the ball, stop, pivot.
Jade,
Like,
netball is miles harder than basketball.
yeah,
miles
because
harder.
basketball you could dribble, you could move. Netball you have to like your hand, foot coordination have to be on point.
Not only that, the pace at which netball is played is like nobody's slowing down the game and these kind of things.
I tell
And
you, you have to catch, stop, throw. But
you ain't even got a backboard.
No, what do you say? What do you say?
Watch it. You try to shoot the thing at time, the thing just went straight past the
Yeah, man. You try it over in Bastille. You try it over in Bastille, right?
But the thing gone up in the stands. So with the backboard, nobody got a back.
Oh, yes, I miss high school.
What you saying about the traffic?
Oh, hold on, because you know the phone does lock fast. So, as road work continues on Bank Street, service providers repairing critical infrastructure. On Monday, road work began to repair Bank Street in Bastille, and the road is closed for 2 weeks. I don't know where to say it, a week. Anyway, Bank Street was in a real rocky position, understatement. Road users would have recognized that. So what we have done, we have taken out the street, we have removed the asphalt, and we have taken out the base of the sub-base and the sub-base. And we are putting in a new sub-base, said George Gilbert, an engineer with the Department of Public Works. I love it. God, that road was terrible, man.
Yeah, was that bad?
What? Hey, you tell me if you want to say Shocks Drive Bank Street.
No, that wasn't me. That wasn't me.
Well, mommy was my brother then.
If you want to see maneuvering skills, Joy Bank Street parking on the both sides and thing like.
Boy, that word was rough, man. That word was rough.
Yeah, you got a strong heart. Couple places you think you got a strong heart to drive, eh? Through challenges.
Okay, well, anyway.
Exercise, exercise, exercise. This is only an exercise. Please respond as directed. The National Emergency Management Agency, NEMA, and the Nevis Disaster Management Department NDMD has just tested its emergency broadcast alert. If you have heard this message, please call NEMA at 1-869-466-5100 or NDMD at 1-869-469-1723. You can notify us via WhatsApp at 1-869-466-5100 or message us on the NEMA SKN or NDMD Facebook pages. Exercise, exercise, exercise. Exercise, exercise, exercise. This is only an exercise. Please respond as directed. The National Emergency Management Agency, NEMA, and the Nevis Disaster Management Department NDMD has just tested its emergency broadcast alert. If you have heard this message, please call NEMA at 1-869-466-5100 or NDMD at 1-869-469-1723. You can notify us via WhatsApp at 1-869-466-5100 or message us on the NEMA SKN or NDMD Facebook pages. Exercise, exercise, exercise.
We're different. We're 98.9. 98.9. Win FM.
All right, guys, we are back Apparently, there was a NEMA test that just happened.
That was terrifying.
Actually, let me tell you something, right?
If I hear that in real life, I'm crying.
Okay, so guys, I don't know what to okay, the man say if he like call Nemo.
Call Nemo or call us or put it on the live that you've heard it. That's what I said to do. Yeah.
But
As in, that was the most purgish.
Jade, I had not heard it prior to this.
Neither have I.
I could have sworn what was happening is that we were now allowed to go crime free for the next 24 hours. I thought it was.
Bye.
I thought it was every man for themselves.
Man, lie, that was terrifying.
But there is a voice there.
Boy, I tell you, if I hear that in real life, I am going to cry because this literally sounds like the beginning of the purge.
Not telling you.
But I guess that's why I thought to make sure y'all stop what y'all doing. Because if y'all hear a happy jingle, y'all ain't going to stop.
No.
If y'all hear this voice, y'all stop to listen to hear what he's saying, no? Well, I going to stop.
But might give me some comfort.
I get up and see if I see this here. That's how you walk in.
The funny thing is, remember we were just talking about it with the lady who's doing the assessment.
Mm-hmm.
A lot, like most people don't. What are you supposed to do if
Pray.
like what really and truly? What are
Pray.
you supposed to do? They have a tsunami plan, but I don't think anybody know it.
I just stay up 3 times.
But that's what we're gonna do. But that's the plan. Wow.
Oh, so somebody provided us with a update on the netball thing. Oh, we came 5th in the 2nd edition of the OACS ECCB International Netball Series in Dominica.
Okay, 5th.
Yeah, who won?
We gotta step it up, guys.
Yeah, man. Oh, so St. Vincent and the Grenadines came 1st, and St. Lucia came 2nd, Antigua came 3rd.
Watch, y'all ain't understand you. Maybe because I had some traumatic experiences playing against some of these countries. For me personally, this is a personal thing.
Mm-hmm.
Don't matter where we come, just don't let Antigua beat us. I see you. I just don't like when Antigua beat us.
That's what you're trying to life with you?
Don't let Antigua beat us, Jade.
Anybody else but Antigua.
It's like insult to injury.
Anybody else but Antigua.
Anybody else but Antigua could beat us, man.
You know, remember when I played netball in Beach Island, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so we would go to different schools to compete against different schools. And one school that stuck with me till today is Irish Town.
Irish Town.
Because them they're the big. What? But as in my talk, it was playing high school people. Them students, whatever y'all is feed Irish Town students.
In primary school, the rivalry was Irish Town. And then in high school, of course, it was Washi.
Mary Safa.
Unless it was track.
I couldn't.
When it was track, it was Sandy Point. I remember we would have talks in the auditorium talking about the history of the championship, the history of the inter-school championship, and letting us know exactly how important this thing is.
No, Sandy Point. Sandy Point kids. Who?
No, and watch your Sandy Point. Look, if you were an athlete in Bastille High School, and that's like you got the talk. You got the talk, and you know.
Do Sandy Point beat you?
You know the history. Like part of the issue where the rivalry was so stiff, right, is because there has been. I can't even say it's a feeling, like the facts there. There's been situations where it seems as though the rules have continually changed to fight Bastille High. I mean, that in the case no. But yeah, back in the day, yeah, it was rough.
The man said, don't let Antigua beat you.
Don't let Antigua beat you.
That's what happened. Don't let Antigua beat you.
Don't let Antigua beat you, Jade.
Fair advice.
I had
Sound advice.
I had a serious Jade. One time we went to Antigua to play for this one particular competition, and after the finals, we won the game. Big fight broke out. I'd never been involved in a gang fight. Why had to go to Antigua to end up in a gang fight?
That's why when St. Martin, when the boys went to St. Martin and get washed out by. Well, you like fight Sankey's people when they come to your countries.
I mean, understand. Jade, it was so bad that even big man,
Out the stands?
coming out this stands to fight us, yeah.
Same thing in St. Martin. Same
Man
thing
out the
in St.
stands.
Martin. Like people get knocked out, handbrake. Like it was
Jade,
terrible.
what happened?
St. Martin and what is it? Antigua?
Antigua.
St. Martin and Antigua or reparations.
We didn't even have a ceremony, like a trophy ceremony. Because what happened was there was actually a World Cup qualifier happening in Antigua the same day. So we played our match and then we walked from the field down to the national stadium, right? We had to have police escorts because people was following us and throwing stones and things. That's how serious.
Kids in it.
Jade, it was an under 15 tournament.
Ridiculous, bye.
I kick a big man in the face. Like,
As you should.
that never happened.
As you
in
should,
St. Kitts.
because no, there has never been a team that came to St. Kitts and we decided, you know what, we're gonna gang them. We don't fight kids.
I don't know. I feel like
No, we
some.
don't fight kids, man.
Oh, we don't fight kids. But
No, we don't fight
I
kids.
could see. I could probably see something like that happening back in the day.
You really?
Back in the day, not with children though.
Oh.
St. Kitts don't roll away.
No, that's my point. Y'all I
Jade.
remember that day vividly, by well.
Jade, I'm still traumatized.
The man tried to take out apparently y'all, and I think the team that went St. Martin might have been under 15 too. They tried to stop the talent early.
So I'm telling you from now, all I need you to do, guys, when we go out on these, just beat Antigua. Just beat Antigua. That's all I need. That's all I need. I'm satisfied.
I agree.
Bear in mind that I have family and lots of close friends in Antigua.
That don't mean
But when
don't
it comes to
beating.
sports, and this is something I've been thinking about lately, especially because of what's happening in in Russia, Ukraine, and just in the news. You do know sports, particularly some sports, were designed to replace war. To allow us to have that competitive thing between like cities and so like.
Well, let's get back to that.
I think football. I think American football. That's how we kind of started out too. And thing like I think rugby was rugby like that too, where it used to be played between different villages.
Well, let's get back to that.
Instead of guys just walking back and forth and beating up one another and so.
Yeah, let's get back to beating people on the field.
I mean, the games were kind of real violent too, but at least there were some rules.
Yeah, at least you could, regulate.
You
how
get it
bad
out.
was.
You get it out your system. Yeah.
Better than guns, I can tell you that.
All right. Good morning, caller. You're live on Island T. What's up?
Greetings to the idol. Yes.
Morning.
Azzy, yes. Well, I know what you're saying with Antigua and St. Kitts in the sports thing, right? I used to play basketball with Trevor Martin Huggins, them, right? I think we went to Antigua, and they put St. Kitts players way in the countryside, a place that has over police ground, okay? Then police ground, goodbye. That place was so far. And then they give us no food at all in tune there. But you know, the main gate and the people at all, I love them back. When you go on sports, like Labour and Tamil. And what happened again now? The night and the 29th and the game, right? They're up. So it must be 2 points, Antigua. We're playing Antigua and St. Kitts, right? Trevor Martin Huggins went down, stepped over the half. Lose a shot, 2 players double team him, right? The man shot to the bar between the 4 of them, lose a shot, chop a tree, with seconds in the game, right? Them Antigua, them girl people, take off the legs and start to back battles after us as well.
Yeah.
And in the game done long time, blah, blah, blah. We have to end up all on the bench after anything, ask Barman if you like. End up all on the benches and stuff from these people. You know?
Yep.
That's what I'm saying. When you go to Antigua and St. Kitts, we can't let them beat the football, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's the truth thing.
But yeah.
What make I beefing so?
No, Jade is a thing. I'm telling you.
What in the world?
If you ever represent the same thing, Jade, I saw a couple of years later, Jade, I went back to Antigua this time for track. But Jade, I telling you, right, it ain't had nobody else, and it was a real festival. The real team I was on, right, I tell them, and I said, look, let me tell you something, right? I don't care where we come here, we just can't let Antigua beat us, you know?
Facts.
I don't care where we come. I don't care if you got back the back name out of them head. Like,
Can't do that.
I just telling you what I said. I was young, Jane.
Kind of pep talk now.
I was young and a bit immature.
You think?
If I were to be put in the same position now, I don't think I would say such a thing. Good morning, caller 11 Island.
Hi, morning.
Morning.
I recall actually a few decades ago, there was I think a regional tournament of Basketball City. I want to believe that it was Antigua and St. is playing. And for some reason, I don't remember what happened, but needless to say, I don't think the game finished the way it was supposed to have finished because there was a lot of mangoes. I don't know if you know there's a couple of mango trees at the top.
Yes.
Of Basketball City, yeah. So a lot of mangoes to start backing after the. I want to believe it's Antigua. I can't think of any other Caribbean team that would generate that kind of response.
Right.
So they were this was like maybe 20 plus years ago at least at Basketball City. So yeah, so Antigua, I live in Antigua for about a year, and it's tough sometimes for a Kittitian to be in Antigua when it comes to regional activities between the islands because they could get really intense.
It's a rivalry.
Well, a lot of it is out of respect, eh?
Yeah,
A lot of
definitely.
it is out of respect because they really respect. And I think on our side too, we respect the competition, the aggression in terms of really wanting to compete, and because of that, it's always intense.
Yeah.
Before I go, there was one other thing. The lady called in yesterday regarding the CBI stuff, the passport information. I think it's important that we don't become blissfully ignorant as it relates to the CBI, and we get comfortable with not knowing what is happening in terms of the number of passports, etc., citizenship, even not just because from a citizen standpoint, but even from an economical standpoint. Because without the CBI revenue, we would have been in a totally different situation during the pandemic. So we can't take that lightly. We don't know. Well, I don't know what this status is now. But to me, I think Antigua, talking about Antigua again, I think Antigua and Grenada are two of the few Caribbean territories that report, if not on an annual basis, maybe quarterly, what the number of passports or citizenships they've issued for that period. Even something like that we should know. We don't necessarily have to know at this time all the nationalities, etc. But at the very least, we should know for 2020 there were 1,000 citizenships issued XYZ because that type of information is very important to us. It's our asset. It's not the government is the caretakers, but it's the citizens' asset. So we should really know. All right, that's it for me.
All right, man.
All right,
Appreciate
thank
it.
you.
Appreciate it.
Well, as I'm judging by the clock on the wall, it's time for a little break. So we will be right back with more Island Tea right here on with me, the SKN. Stick and stay.
Maybe it's the way the brilliant gold liquid reflects our sunshine, or how the bright blue of its label mirrors the clear Caribbean skies overhead. Maybe it's the fresh, crisp taste of this beastly cold beer on a scorching hot day. Maybe it's even the way it brings us all together. But one thing is for sure, Carib is very much a part of who we are wherever we're from in the Caribbean. Carib. It's the way we play. Drink responsibly.
Get your property properly covered today. Constructing your dream house or considering renovating your property? We will make sure your property is properly covered at Guardian General Insurance. Yes, at Guardian General Insurance, we will ensure that your property is properly covered with our private dwelling and contractors all-risk promotion. Visit or call us today and get affordable rates, premium financing arrangements. From now until March 31st, 2022, we will properly cover fire, lightning, explosion, thunderbolt, bursting or overflowing of water tanks and apparatus pipes, burglary, theft or larceny, impact by road vehicle, riot, strike or malicious damage, hurricane, earthquake or volcanic eruption, flood, collapse due to subsidence of landslip, loss of rent, cost of temporary accommodation, and much more. So get your property properly covered at SL Horsford and Company Limited, local agents for Guardian General Insurance today. Special terms and conditions apply. Call today at 869-465-9355 for further details.
Welcome back, guys, to Island Tea, right here with Media SKN. It's Kaman and Azem, and this is the lovely Jade.
Yes, and we are talking some tea.
Go on, girl. Go on, girl.
Put in the graphics. Yes. So let us continue. As I mentioned earlier, we would be talking about some politics, because every day is something new, apparently. Every single day.
Maybe I got a lot to say this is about
I know, but still, we could read it and then move on to something else.
Like the long way, yeah?
Yeah.
You mean the whole thing?
Yeah, man.
What?
You better believe it.
What?
So.
I don't really think he said much, yeah?
We're going to find out when I read it, isn't it?
All right.
Okay. So, this comes off of the Facebook desk of our premier, Mac Drip Brantley. It says, hashtag SKM Politics, hashtag Unity. There is a lot of noise recently about Unity, and I have stayed quiet. You know why? Because when so-called Unity supporters and functionaries attacked me mercilessly on the fake profiles and under their own names every day on social media, not one, in caps, of those crying now about Unity mashing up ever condemned what was happening as wrong. I spoke privately and repeatedly to those who had the power to stop these attacks, and guess what? The attacks continued. In fact, some of those attacking got bigger positions and bigger pay on the Unity. They were handsomely rewarded by Unity for publicly attacking me and CCM. Of course, those doing the attacking can't convince one single solitary voter in Nevis, but for me it went beyond that. These attacks sent the clear and unequivocal message to the world that some elements in Unity were being empowered and rewarded to attack me as leader of the CCM party, the second largest block of seats within Team Unity. But nobody saw these attacks as mashing up Unity. Not one soul said a word. As for me and my team, we did not retaliate. We stayed quiet. We preferred not to mash up Unity. Some said we were weak for not clapping back, but I took the view that restraint was not weakness. Restraint in the face of these constant and relentless attacks was wisdom and maturity. Restraint showed leadership. You see, long before it was popular, CCM sipped water and minded its business. See how you want to send that, the PAM convention, daddy, but I kind of want to go, you know.
You want to go?
But I kind of want to go, though.
You'll be streamed.
You sure? Thank God.
That should be.
I'm going to leave my house. Thank the Lord. But I think this you know, I found this interesting because I was telling you so yesterday, you know. No. I was telling you about the same thing yesterday. When you was like, no, and people within Unity, huh?
No, I saying the same thing he's saying. There's the people, he came on the show here and said that it's people around the candidates that's showing a lot of this, you know, this confrontation.
Yep. Somebody said that they think that the emotion of no confidence coming. Like, because of how the climate is right now, they feel like emotion of no confidence is coming. You can see that happening?
I stick by my statements yesterday.
Which were? Which ones, I should say?
The ones that state that the only way this thing happens is if one or two of the parties feel they can win the upcoming election without the others.
I keep mentioning, I feel like, did PAM not say they're contesting every seat?
No, they said they could.
They might.
They
might.
They said they could.
They might.
And
the whole slogan, keeping the promise.
But the Deputy Prime Minister actually reiterated that recently on one of the things. They said, like, no, if that situation arises, well, no problem. They're prepared to do just that.
Prepared. Okay. I feel like it could happen, man.
We'll see. Good morning, caller. 11 LNT. You think that's Deputy Prime Minister?
Nah, I have a feeling I know who it is, though.
Yeah. Good morning, caller.
Hey, good morning, folks. How are you guys doing?
Oh, we're doing
fine.
great.
Thanks again for educating the public, but sometimes I wonder for you because you speak kind of straight, you know. You just talk from your hip, so you got to watch it with your criticism. Anyway, in my opinion, it's not really something easy to do because those fellows watching their financial position, and lots of them have loans that they renovate their house, they have new cars, and they're generating income, depends, and they're staying together. There's a lot of issues that keep them together than rather put them in a position to separate from each other, even though they are critical of each other and they have differences. They stay together because they know without each other, they are gone, they are divided. United together, they stand together, they have more to gain than what to lose, personally. And at the same time, when they divide themselves among each other, the country itself have more to lose. If they come together and work for the benefit of the country, we will be in a far better position. To me, they are very childish in the way they're behaving. These little simple things and you and all of that and all that, those are not necessary. We are not even halfway in the term of governance. And so I don't see where they're scrubbling and going all about. Let them go ahead and do what they're supposed to do, what they're expected of them, and be adult and man up to the situations of which are facing them and do what they have to do. Have a good day. Thank you very much for educating the public.
All right, thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
You feel...
Go ahead.
I was about to say, you feel like we're too strong in the comments? I don't feel that way.
I don't know if it's about strength or not strength, but I don't think we lean one way or the other.
No, we're not dogging this fight, Mike.
Let me, but I can talk straight now then. Since the caller since the caller said this is what going on, Jade. You asked me if I think emotional confidence come in and things like that and thing. Perhaps, but I don't think it would pass. Right?
I don't even know if they just do it to pass.
Right. It'll be more like a scare tactic than anything else if that is to happen, and they know who voting where and what I'm.
Yeah, I never feel like these things.
But I don't think that can happen. I don't think that can happen. So the question is, again, if I am contending that I don't see things separating unless one or more of the parties feel they could win without the other or the others. And if that is not the case, no, then the question is, well, why all of this seemingly, back and forth? What is playing out between what all of the leaders seem to be saying is the supporters of the others, not necessarily us. Now, the leaders, them saying, we good, but you got some supporters on the you camp, that y'all need to get in the control, and we don't know where y'all ain't getting under control.
Yeah, but to be fair, I've never seen any of the parties get any supporters under control, because say one set to right.
No, that's no.
Wait, no, I got a little comment to read. So somebody said he's alleging that supporters of Team Unity were attacking him publicly and under fake profiles. But what about the people on the fake profiles who kept saying gender confused Timothy? Did the Premier ever call out those fake profiles for allegedly attacking the PM, who is a part of the same unity? The truth is, unity is no more. PAM is weak, CCM is naive, and PLP is hungry and desperate. May say this, eh? This was a comment. Saying this was not Jade's words.
No, but also, Jade, I think there's a difference between like people just going like people on like Facebook and so they fake profiles, but sometimes you know exactly who these people be, Jade.
We know some of them may be using fake profiles.
That's what I'm saying. So I think they're talking more about like some of those people, like we know where your allegiance stand. Not only just because of what we read between the lines based on what you're saying, but sometimes like I said, we know who you be.
Yeah,
and you don't hide your allegiances.
Nope, you do not.
And we see your positions, and we see what happens as a result of, you know, you sticking close to certain people. You know, but what I'm saying, Jade. So the question is then, if we're only gonna see a breakup based on the fact that, based on
some comments on Facebook.
No. And then, again, this is my personal assessment of the situation.
Okay.
If I believe that we only would see a breakup of Team Unity if some of the elements believe that they can win alone, I also believe that that's not the case, that they believe that, then the question then becomes, well, why all of this thing? And to me, what we are really witnessing is just a jockeying for the power position, which is the prime ministership.
So you think all the heads of the parties, they keep speaking out because they're trying to position themselves because... Are we seeing is just a jockeying for power? Yeah, because our current prime minister already said that he's not winning. Well, that's what from what I can remember, I think I saw some comments where he said that this will be his last term. Right? Am I wrong?
As Prime Minister?
Yes.
He suggested that several times.
Okay, just making sure.
He's also suggested that Sean Richards would be the next Prime Minister.
Okay, that's why everybody is suggesting. So.
But you do realize that there are people within who support him who would prefer that he do a third term. I think the issue is that some people feel that those people should not be putting that out in the public. And that perhaps the Prime Minister should do more to quell those calls. Yeah,
but like as the Prime Minister, you really want the man come out every time somebody says something to say like, okay, yeah, hush. I mean, you know, this is now the man got country during a pandemic. I think this is so petty.
No, but that's what I'm saying. I think we're seeing it's just a positioning for the seat. It's just a positioning for the seat. That's really what it is. That's my assessment of what's going on. Again, the bigger thing for me is hopefully it doesn't affect the jobs that they have to do in cabinet. You know, as parliamentarians.
I don't want it to start feeling like everybody who's supposed to be together for the betterment of the country, everybody on one side fighting, and every day is some drama, and like, come on, man. Come on, let's get it together and try to move the country forward as promised. That's the only promise I want them keeping. I don't know whatever other promises they had, but the only promise I want them to keep to us is that the country will be in a better position come the next election. And not just because of the next election. So may want them start fixing things the week before election, the month before election, the year of election. Start from now, start building the foundations to put us in a better position as a country. That's all I want them keeping. And that main thing that's asking for a lot. As somebody who is living in this country.
No, it's not.
Anyway, so the phone lines I'm lighting up as usual.
Good morning, caller. You're live on LNT. What's up?
Good morning. The caller previously made a point that these guys seem to be thinking about their personal financial position in terms of doing and saying things right now, okay? And in terms of what governs their actions in the future. Well, isn't that the exact reason why we should not have politicians like that? If they're looking out for themselves as opposed to the country, if they're being self-serving and minding their business instead of our business, you know, and really and truly, you know, the Prime Minister, even though, yes, he can't respond to every comment, I maintain that the Prime Minister, as well as the other members of his cabinet, could shut this down. The Prime Minister in particular could come out with a statement right now saying that he stands by his initial comment that this would be his last term and that he'd be supporting Sean Richards as Prime Minister.
So he hasn't said this before?
But has he said it since that PLP convention, when was it? Last year?
What?
When that person came from Trinidad and basically started this whole thing about the third term. I don't remember him saying it since then. That's the whole point.
But he said it before, so you want him to keep repeating it?
No.
Just want to say one more thing.
You're missing the point. It was at the PLP convention. It isn't that she made some off-the-cuff remark about he running for a third term. So he made these remarks, and obviously in the PAM convention that followed, there was a response to these remarks, and things have never settled down since.
So are you of the opinion that he's changed his mind? Has he made you feel like he's changed his mind from his last comments?
I think so.
What made you feel that way?
He has kept silent on it.
So silence means that he changed his mind? Silence means that he changed his mind?
Well, what do you think? You don't think he changed his mind?
Because he hasn't said anything to make me feel like he's literally said it. He just hasn't repeated it. Repeating it wouldn't. I don't understand what your point is on this one, honestly.
Saying now at this stage that he does not intend to run for a third term as Prime Minister and that he'll support Sean Richards in the unity arrangement would quell everything.
No, it will not.
He said it before.
Yes,
if he said it before and it didn't...
No, hold on. But he said it before, and even at the own PLP convention, there was a different sentiment put out there.
Right, and you think he didn't know, you think he didn't know what that guest speaker was going to say?
But
you honestly feel that he didn't know?
I wouldn't know.
I can't say what you know. I would know. Where are you? Oh, you know what?
But what I would say, I believe the Prime Minister is a very intelligent man. I believe he's a very intelligent man, and so whatever is being done, whatever is being said, it must be part of some strategy. Now, I don't claim to know what the outcome of that strategy is or the goal of that strategy is, but I don't believe that things don't just happen.
Exactly, and similarly. You realize all of them doing this, pretty much the same thing. And well, apart from Premier Brantley, who basically told the people on Facebook, etc., to rein things in. Right? The other two have not. They're letting the guns blaze, so to speak. You know, and like I said, they can shut it down because it's not all of the people on Facebook that are fake. There are some who are obvious supporters of both sides and who have, certainly they are they have the ear of their leaders, both Dr. Harris and Sean Richards, okay? And they are coming out, they post stuff which there's nothing subtle about it, you know? And so you would think that at least these, okay, the fake profiles we can understand. They can virtually say anything and get away with it. But there are people who are actually, their real names are posted. They're real people. Some say some of them are actually getting paid or in jobs that suggest that they are very close or up in the high echelons of their parties, or very close to their leaders, and they are allowed to, they are not being held back either. So, you know, so I'm saying that everybody seems to be playing a game, okay, and I'm not sure exactly, maybe it's as you say, it's about jockeying for the prime ministership, but the fact is, it is distracting. I don't know where they get time to deal with matters of state, okay? And I think that it is not a good look either for the country or even their parties. I think they're basically shooting themselves in the foot, but you know, if they choose that route, that's fine. But it's interesting that Premier Brantley himself has gotten into the fray with comments like what he did. I thought he might have just stayed out a bit and, you know, probably pick up the pieces after the two big dogs fight, you know. But he has chosen to jump into the fray now and muddy the waters even more, okay? And the convention, that is why I say the conventions are going to be critical in that people are going to be looking not just at who attends or who don't attend, but what is said and what is said in reply to what was said. You know, that's I think is going to be critical. As for a motion of no confidence, you can bring any one of the MPs, I think, can bring a motion of no confidence. It's if it will pass, okay? And sometimes you bring a motion of no confidence just to hear the whether grievances or things that you see are not going right in the country. That means that, you know, you don't have confidence in the government to fix things, okay? And it's not a case of whether it's passed or not. It's just the debate itself, you know, which tries to influence not only the other parliamentarians, but the public at large. Okay, you remember, I think Dr. Douglas brought one, and Premier Brantley shut it down with some technicality. I don't know if that can happen again. I guess it depends on the speaker. But I think the motion of no confidence, any one of them can bring one, and it would be interesting to see what would happen there. As a matter of fact.
No, sorry, Carla, we have to wrap up. We have other calls that we need to get to.
All right, sure. Yeah,
but thank you for calling in. Thank you for calling in.
Yeah, okay, cool.
Jed, I just don't never like the proxy wars. You don't feel like this is a proxy war.
Yeah, you fed up on this, you know?
Like these proxy wars happening between fake profiles and Facebook and thing and
yeah, like how is it that Facebook is ruling and they think that we want to figure out what's happening and who beefing and all of these things? Like, why is Facebook so influential in politics at this point?
That's what it is. Like, I don't know why, but that's what it is.
It is ridiculous. That is ridiculous that we're going based on Facebook and...
But that's fine. I don't tell you already, you know, you want something changing in the country, put it on Facebook, yeah?
Clearly.
You only gotta get picked up by the right page.
Clearly, boy, because the fact that all of these arguments are based on things written on Facebook... It's crazy.
I mean, for the most part. Not always, but for the most part.
Yeah, for the most part. A lot of these things literally came out of Facebook. Strange.
People be wild, man.
Strange time we're living in, boy. Strange time we're living in. But you know, it's...
Like I say, I think it's... let me put it this way. For the common man, me personally, it's much to do about nothing. Unless it really takes away from the actual managing of the country's affairs. So a lot of times we like to, and that's what I was saying earlier, like, man, I don't even like to talk about these things too much. But I do anyway, and literally I have a responsibility to come here and bang them out.
Yep.
So you ain't got to talk. But what I'm saying is, I think that one, there's a subset of people who are becoming less and less interested in this part of the whole political game.
And I hope that continues because...
Right? I think that's one. And two, I believe that, like I said, a lot of what we end up seeing is only a small part of the actual picture.
Yes.
Right? So, like, a lot of times we're looking out from the outside and we are playing like we're so interested. It's like a soap opera.
Yeah.
And I never like soaps.
For Joe, not even Passions?
Not even Passions.
Wow.
I never like soaps. And as a matter of fact, it'll turn me off. So, so it's big. It's I think for a lot. I think I'm saying a lot, but I think for some people, it's going to become more and more for turn off, more and more for turn off.
Yeah, because we want to hear about the actual things that we care about in the country that we vote for. We vote to watch politicians argue on Facebook.
Yeah, and I think that. But what and that doesn't mean whatever these discussions are aren't going to continue to happen. It's just that I think if they are wise, what needs to happen is that y'all need to just meet up in a room
and fight it out.
y'all could have the Governor General referee, boxing gloves.
Safety, a little
safety. We could have a responsibility. We could have a representative from the Red Cross there.
An ambulance on site.
Right. Of course, have everybody sign NDAs. Because we don't want the story coming out.
Man, and I wanted to see it live. But let's put everything else live on Facebook. Why this is the one that they can't put on Facebook?
No. We got to think. We have to keep this. We have to keep this. We got to keep this in house. We got to keep this in house, Jade.
Who Cleo be talking to?
Oh boy.
Cleo. Good morning. Cleo. Darling Dudux. They say you're training. If you want us to move on, give us a one sheet to work with, because I don't understand. You just build the channel? Oh, let's come on, move on. Like, ma'am, listen. Stop it. Okay? Stop it.
That's what this person have to say.
And then we're going to move on.
Good morning, Carla. You're live on Island T.
Hey, good morning.
Good morning.
Yeah, it's like every time, right, you turn on the radio, especially when there's a talk show on, hearing the same thing all the time about who's gonna be next prime minister, who's gonna get third term, and these kind of nonsense. But you're not hearing no plans for the country, right? Nobody's saying, well, okay, these are the plans, these are the programs. Even those who want to be prime minister, right? You're not hearing nobody saying, okay, these are the plans, these are our programs. Nothing at all. All you're hearing about who's going to be next prime minister or who wants third term. And the same gentleman that was on just now, right? I could remember when the prime minister made the statement saying that he's going to support Sean for next prime minister. The following, the next time Mark Brantley was on with his program, he called Mark Brantley and said to Mr. Mark Brantley, oh, did you hear what the prime minister said? They say that he's going to support Sean to be next prime minister. So where that leave you? But these people, like, they just want to hear something to continue this kind of nonsense all the time. So even they themselves sometimes they come on and talk about, oh, they're not talking about a program for the country, but they themselves keeping up this kind of they're fueling this this nonsense, because that is what they want to hear. That is what they thrive on. Mm-hmm. Not really no development of the country. We're supposed to be in a pandemic still. A lot of people is still out there not working, right? And you're not hearing nobody talk about that. All you talk about who is going to be next prime minister, who want a third term, or those who want to see these out of power continuing the nonsense. The thing about the lady at the convention, PLP convention, saying that in her opinion she thinks that the prime minister should go for a third term. That is the lady's opinion. And even if the she had she would have had a speech written out, she might not have had it in it. But if you're having a speech, even though you write out your speech, you could add what you want in it. Ain't no stone, ain't written no stone, so you gotta truly ting it out to jail it out to put in something else. You could say what as you go along, as you're talking, you could go put in what you want to put in your speech. You know, it just fed up. It just getting people fed up and sick every day. We're hearing the same people come on the radio with the same old nonsense. If the government change tomorrow and Joe go in, the same thing that you're going to be hearing. You're not hearing nothing, no plan of the country to move the country forward. The same old crap in and out every single day. Who against Timothy? They want to see him down. Who want to fuel thing between he and Sean and Lindsay and all of them? You're going to hear them with the talk. Who want to see Jew in? They're going to think. And I bet you know, folks there, anything. These same people who you see out here abusing the Prime Minister and thinking, if you get in and they ain't get what they want and get the position and stuff what they want, they're going to be calling in and you show too, you know.
Yes,
They will be calling in and you show and they'll be telling you how Joe is and he's corrupt and he's all kind of things. Right? And some of these people who talking, look at the jobs they was in before. Because the same call, I hear him say on Patty show that he used to do. We
want this show become this thing between Carla and Carla. This so.
I know. That is true, and I don't really do. So that's why I'm not really
a different thing. Yeah, man.
Get upset too. Alright, anyway, continue with this one. Continue to keep it clean and nice.
Yeah, man, I appreciate it.
Thank you.
But this is the thing, Jade. I don't even know. You see, the callers say, like, you know, they don't really hear the discussions about it. And that's what I'm saying. I'm hoping more and more people.
That's what we want.
More, what I'm saying, more and more, like I said, more and more people. They want the way.
Mm-hmm.
I'm hoping that what happens is that the powers that be always late on the uptake, they're always behind the tide. When the tide done shift, is when they're playing catch up. Now, the Prime Minister does got him monthly press conference. Mark Brantley does got him monthly press conference. Well, don't bother talk about Lindsey Grant. Lindsey got 1 week. Lindsey got a press conference. They're constantly talking about what's going on in the ministries and them kind of thing they are in the governments and stuff like that. But what people can take out to discuss a lot of the times. Any plans? Like, you know, all the things that the Prime Minister got half the time have the whole cabinet and have the public service up in his press conference.
Every watch here.
The person to answer here.
They premeditate. I gotta ask him about something to do with the police, Cromwell here. I gotta ask him something to do with health.
Yeah, Akila here. When
the points.
But what I'm saying is, but we don't really talk about those things.
I don't care about that. They care about the confusion.
Yeah. Good morning, caller. Live on LNT. What's up?
We are trying to get in with the police.
Say that again. Sorry.
Hello. They have the police on.
I think you're listening. You call the wrong station.
That's in ZIZ?
No.
That's ZIZ?
No.
Yeah, no. The police show is ZIZ.
Yeah, but
this isn't ZIZ.
You have a number called in.
I don't know.
You can't win FM.
No. I'm so stupid. I'm going to call again and tell me in ZIZ.
Okay.
Yeah.
You got love sick people here. Jade, what does sign there say? What does it say? Somebody tell me what does it say. Please. I think I might have. Jade, tell me now what does it say.
We're the work station.
You got to love.
They would say she's stupid. She calls ZIZ.
Look, and that point meaning going back to normal politics. So we're going to do this.
Break.
Let's take a break, man. That was perfect. That was the perfect segue. You want nothing better than that. Oh my gosh. Guys, we're going to take a short break and be right back right here on apparently ZIZ. Media SKN. Stay tuned, still lock.
Everything you want, everything you need, got the taste you love, anywhere that you may be. It's the Caribbean flavor. Shirley biscuits make me happy.
Shirley got it all about the flavor. Shirley never let me down. And I lime it at the beach on the town. Shirley biscuits always feel like home.
Everything you want, everything you need, got the taste you love, anywhere that you may be. It's the Caribbean flavor. Shirley biscuits make me happy.
Shirley, the Caribbean's favorite biscuit.
Your favorite fruit has got a new skin with real juice within. Drink the real Fruta. Enjoy the real joy.
Taste the real Fruta. Enjoy the real Fruta. Refreshing juice of every day is Fruta.
Fruta, juiced right.
Good morning, guys, and welcome back to Island Tea right here on with me, the SKN, with your faves. With your faves. Kevin and Azam featuring Jade, Gwen Johnson. Jade, a few months ago.
It wasn't so long.
Yes, it was a few months ago. No, it was like 2 months.
Oh yeah, cause he died 2 months after. So you're right.
Yeah, but about 2 months ago, we had we spoke about a story here where there was a man who had a heart transplant using, I think it was a heart of a genetically modified pig. We have a unfortunate update about this.
Yeah, he gone home to God.
Yeah, you wanna.
Unfortunately, so man who received first pig heart transplant dies 2 months after experimental surgery. The experimental transplant using the heart of a genetically modified pig had been first of its kind, and I hope it's the last.
Really?
No, not joking, man, not joking. A patient who received a pig's heart in an experimental surgery has died just 2 months later, his hospital says. Man, if he died from the pig heart,
They haven't.
because he looked like he was gonna die.
They haven't.
You see, look at this man, Azim.
Yeah, but I think that was when he started deteriorating. Pictures of him like after the surgery, and he started looking a lot better.
Oh, yikes! So David Bennett, Sr. of Maryland, was 57. In January, he underwent the
57, young man.
He looked 57 at all.
No, but that's a young man.
Yeah. In January he underwent the groundbreaking operation, the first of its kind, after being deemed ineligible for a normal heart transplant. For about 2 months, the heart of a genetically modified pig kept him alive. What the rest of the story? It creates the pulse, it creates the pressure. It is his heart. Dr. Batley Griffith, director of the cardiac transplant program at the University of Maryland Medical Center, told the New York Times, shortly after surgery, "It's working and it looks normal. We are thrilled, but we don't know what tomorrow will bring us." The University of Maryland did not specify Mr. Bennett's exact cause of death, but said his condition has been worsening over the past few days. He died at the medical center.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Well, of course, prayers, well wishes to the family of the of this gentleman. I think when we spoke about it the first time, it was just something that seemed so far-fetched.
Right?
Almost something out of like a science fiction type.
Yeah, like one of the movies that they're experimenting. I mean, they were experimenting, but maybe, yeah. I mean, and again, we don't know. Maybe he didn't die because the heart gave out. Maybe he died from some other,
Yeah, but this is my takeaway from this, Jade. And I was thinking about this last night. He was ineligible to get on the transplant list.
Mm-hmm.
For him and the family members, in particular, those 2 months are priceless.
Right? That those 2 extra months that he got.
Those 2 months must be priceless. I am almost certain that his family, or let's say his loved ones, looking at the situation, are thankful for the procedure being done and for the success of this procedure, even if it was short-lived. How many of us wish that we could get an extra 2 months with a loved one? You know what I mean?
Trust me, I'm pretty sure everybody, especially if you know your loved one, time cutting short, like even if somebody died suddenly, like you wish you could just get 2 extra months with that person.
So that is my position here, right? The second thing that I want to believe is that there is nothing in human history or scientific history that signals to me that we have reached to the limit of what these types of procedures can do.
Of course not.
So I believe that the scientists will learn, will continue to perfect these procedures. And unfortunately, this is how science goes, right? Start out, and it might not work the way you want it to. It's experimental.
Yeah.
And
they mentioned it was the first of its kind, so
right.
I'm pretty sure they could.
And they understood. Remember, we spoke about it the last time. They understood the risk. That hey, if this doesn't work, the amount of forms that this person had to sign before this thing happened.
Turn also the hospital and say it's their fault.
It's experimental.
Yeah.
So my hope is that we can see, like his death wouldn't be in vain.
No.
And that we could see this being something that would help people to spend more times with their loved one as time goes on.
Yeah. And
right?
especially since sometimes organs, the shortage is a big factor where people can't get the help they need.
Yeah. So I'm hoping that this is just a way of medical science getting to a point where they could really help persons who are in similar or even worse positions. Good morning, caller. You're live on Island T. What's up? Whoop. Good morning, caller. You're live on Island T. What's up? Caller, the connection seems to be bad with your No, you're gonna have to call back. Sorry, sir. Yeah, the connection was bad there. But yeah, I mean, I'm hoping that like I said, those are my two takeaways. One, the people who were close to this guy, they were able to spend some time with the guy and their loved one. And of course, like hopefully this, is something that they could then build on to perfect this type of technology. Good morning, caller 11 LNT.
Hey, good morning, folks. I just don't want to take you back too often and too far. But you hear the word on the street that it will be Sean's turn. Who tell anybody that Sean going to win the seat? And if you don't win the seat, you can't be prime minister. That don't make no sense to me.
Yeah, but at the same time, I don't think there's any politician who goes around behaving like they won't win the seat. So,
but you cannot behave like the seat is yours. It's not yours. You're not sure until the people decide to put you back or to keep you in. I mean, I understand that you're going around with the surety that you're going to win, but you really don't know.
Yeah, you don't know, but you can't. You don't behave as though, well, bye, me to show if I can win this thing here, bye.
And he might not, even though he might win the seat, he might not be able to command the majority. Because our constitution describes, you have to command the majority to win.
That's not what the constitution says.
Well, it's part of it that, it might not be in exact wording, but whoever can...
Because by that logic, the Prime Minister should be the Prime Minister then.
Yeah,
I said, by that logic, the Prime Minister shouldn't be the Prime Minister?
No, he should be, because all of those people who win their seat show their support behind him. So that is why he's Prime Minister. Not because he's seat, but because those who win the seat show their support behind him. When you win the seat with the party gone to the window for a while until everybody is sworn in, whatever it is, once you win the seat, then you show your support behind whoever you want to.
The Governor General from the elected MPs selects the person who he believes commands the majority of the support, and appoints that person the Prime Minister. That is my understanding.
You're correct, but you're saying it word for word, but I'm just junking it up. But you see, you bring out the straight thing. That's when somebody says something bad. That's why you guys will straighten them out, and you're going to get in trouble because you're talking too straight. Anyway, thank you still.
Yeah, sure.
Have a good day. Thanks,
all right, man.
No problem. Well, let's move on to something else. So this one is coming out of Bermuda. Police recover body in search for missing former MP.
Hold on.
Yeah, I know. Sorry. Police in Bermuda made a breakthrough in their search for missing former Member of Parliament, Darius Tucker, as a body was recovered in a vehicle that was submerged in water off Marginal Wharf. Cops visited the wharf at 8:40 after they received a call that a van fitting the description of Tucker was seen in the water. 2 divers from the Marine Police Unit ventured into the sea and confirmed that a body was trapped in the submerged vehicle. Tucker, 56, was last seen driving the white company van around 4:30 p.m. on March 6. While not confirming the identity of who was found in the vehicle, Assistant Commissioner of Police Antoine Daniels said the submerged white van was one they were looking for.
Oh boy.
I had a very difficult conversation with the victim's family, and my sincere condolences to the family, he remarked. I don't want to say too much because obviously that family has to speak to the wider family members. It's a tragic ending in this missing person case. As you must understand, it is very complex because we have missing persons weekly and we have to have a proportionate response because everybody has a right to life. As police, we always set up our responses when we find that things are suspicious. He also revealed that an initial probe has found no indication of foul play, but he cautioned it was still early in the investigation.
Yeah, once again, prayers and well wishes, healing energy to family and loved ones of this guy. I think they pretty much, without saying it, let us know that they found him.
Yeah. Yeah, if they contacted his family and wished them condolences,
I think with these kind of situations, you hope for some sort of, first you're hoping to find your loved one.
Alive
and well.
Mm-hmm. And then you're just hoping to find your loved one.
But then on top of that, you sometimes are hoping for answers that may not be forthcoming.
Nope.
You know, so it is difficult all over, man. It's difficult all over.
Yeah.
But
One last thing, since we're running out of time, let's talk about how
you know, the gas prices.
that one more important, isn't it? Okay, let me do that one.
No, I mean, that's what people talking about.
Okay, yeah, right.
And I got a thing to say about that. You see?
Okay, that's what you want me to do it.
No. It's just like no, that we here sitting down. Something just crossed my mind. But
Okay. So Russia, Ukraine. What? How we get hit? No. That's not the article I put it. What? Al Jazeera, what are you doing? You're trying to trick me? Like the woman. Hold on, let me find it. I saw it yesterday and I put it in here and now
So basically,
it's throwing me off.
we have all been seeing how and there's been a lot of talk, not only here, Jade, but worldwide about the rise in the cost of oil and thus the rise in the cost of gasoline in particular. I have a friend in California, the man tell me he paying over $7 for gas. Like for me that is insane.
Some people don't even make $7 an hour.
Jade, but what I'm saying is, Jade, you would believe that in America and so the gas price is usually like way lower than ours, eh?
Yep.
$7 for gas.
Salt, you know? Give me salt. I don't know why I still got this man doing this watching fire. You know, the man is literally destroying the whole world. It is not just staying in the Ukraine or staying between the Ukraine and Russia. His actions has now caused all kind of fallout for us who had nothing to do with it. We all tell him, don't do it. You know when your parents say don't do something and you do it and the consequences happen? I'm waiting on the consequences, you know? Because there's a lot of, we're going to sanction him here, we're going to do this. Like, no, that ain't stopping him. We got to get a little drastic.
I think he prepared for that, to be honest. But
the drasticness?
Clear almost $5. That is crazy. That is crazy because wow.
The man literally got gas prices soaring. All because anyway.
No, my question. The thing is, I just like to try and find solutions, eh? Like I like to try to find solutions. So just now, as we're here sitting, and I'm thinking about how we could solve this. I remember something I've said here before, some years, like over a year ago.
I was correct with the article link that I put in. Al Jazeera was wrong with the story that I added to the link.
Oh.
So I don't know where to find it, but yeah. You ain't even need that story for this.
So what I'm saying is, Jade, perhaps it's time that we try to move away from the sole dependence on gasoline.
Okay. I like where this is going.
You know, I like to come with solutions, and sometimes they're a little out of the way. And guys, I understand that sometimes my suggestions may not be feasible, but but what I hope is that perhaps somebody who's smarter than me could come and build on it, and we could get to something that is doable. So I keep saying here that we need to start taking advantage of our size, economies of scale. We need to start taking advantage of our size. When I was living in the US, I had a friend. His car drove on cooking oil. He literally retrofitted his vehicle. I think it was a Dodge Dart. He retrofitted his vehicle to run on peanut oil. Not on oil. I only saying peanut because when I drive with him, his vehicle used to smell like peanuts.
He probably was peanut oil.
Because what happened was, what he would do, he went around, I was in school, he went around to the fast food restaurants in the area and would take the oil from them, and then he had a thing set up in his garage to filter the oil or whatever. And then his car would run on it. The only thing is that the car would smell like peanuts sometimes.
I mean, that's fine. That's not their problem if you have a peanut allergy.
It was so much cheaper for him because he basically got his oil for free after the retrofit. The oil was free because they just usually dispose of it. They just straight away.
Wow, that's crazy.
Right? I mean, of course, in the States you have to have it disposed of properly. So they would have trucks that would come and pump it out or whatever. But he would go with his he had these buckets, and he'll have them fill up the buckets, and then he would go back to his garage, throw it in his little processing thing what he had there, and do that. Now, the reason I'm bringing this up is this, and the reason I started the way I did is because I believe, right, that whereas something like that might be difficult to institute on a large scale in some of the bigger countries, I believe because of our size, there's a couple things that could happen. One, yes, we know at least 7,000 cars is coming in every month.
At least.
At least. We know that. Oh, you see there? Somebody saying there's someone in Grenada who's doing a similar thing in with his pickup truck.
Vibes.
But what I'm saying is, we know a lot of cars coming in, but we're small. There are companies, especially companies that make the retrofit kits, that would partner with us because we then become an example
Of what you could do.
of what they could do. So so that helps to lower the cost, right? And you have to look at this from several angles. One, yes, it's gonna be a cost for you to bring in your vehicle from B forward or wherever and then retrofit it. Couple things. One, what I would like to see happen is the government train people. We have AVEC up there. We have AVEC up there where you have people doing mechanic thing. Actually, every village right now got about 3 mechanic.
3 alone?
And that's another pet peeve because some of the mechanic them are a place to nasty.
Yes, man.
I come build up our mechanic shop next to people's house.
And got kind of oil and parts and garbage and all kind of things just deal like, come on,
That's
man.
why they're not there. That's why they're not there.
Because,
But for what I'm saying is, it's a way to provide jobs. You train, you provide an incentive to people. So you say, look, guys, and it's healthier, it's better for the environment. So you say, guys, instead of doing this thing where they're charging people if you bring in an older vehicle, which makes you bring in an even older vehicle.
Yep.
You provide an incentive. You say, okay, well, you get X amount off if your vehicle is retrofitted for this by the government facility, right? Now the question is, but what we do with the people who are already selling gas? You give them the first dibs at getting in and getting the licenses to be able to provide the oil. You understand where I'm coming from?
Yeah.
So you allow them. So ain't like me and you might be able to just go and start a peanut oil processing, right? You give them the opportunity to do the processing. So you have a government department, right? Whether it's attached to public works or wherever, where you take people who are trained, especially people who are trained in like places like AVEC, to come and retrofit the vehicles.
That's a job.
That's jobs that you're providing jobs there. You have the gas stations now, and people who sell gas, who are given first dibs. They don't have to take it, but first dibs at whether they want to start processing the oil and selling that as well to supply the persons who have then transitioned. Right? It's better for the environment.
Better for your pocket.
Better for your pocket. You understand? You incentivize people to do so. And you lower your initial cost by partnering with some of these companies that looking to have these examples put out there, right? But you become a case study.
Simple maths.
Right? So that's something I would like somebody to explore. I don't know how feasible it is, but we'll see.
Yeah, we will see. But I really
because we
like
got a lot of people just trying with the oil, eh?
Yeah.
They come in here, solid waste to come in here and talk to her about it. Some of our people still busy frying up our chicken and then trying the oil in the drain.
I trying to kill us. Clogging up the drain, the menzo.
Clogging up the drain. All you do, the gas stations, either they partner with someone who has now a business to go and collect the oil that is then processed, or they could collect it themselves. And you could even do it at a lower cost because the entire cost of the ecosystem itself is low. Right? We're doing all the processing here, boom, 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 boom. If we get to a point where the fact that I'm hearing about No, the fact I'm hearing about it being done in some of the other islands, perhaps we could even start exporting like premium.
Oh, yeah, man.
Right? We could start exporting premium to persons in the other islands who might be doing the same thing. So
You're just trying to save the world, no?
we got to try something, Jed.
Yeah.
We have to try something. Now, there are people who are smarter than me who might be able to fill in the holes and come up with even more
Plans and,
more
the
plans and
semantics
things.
and
Yeah,
stuff.
yeah,
But
yeah.
At least you know.
No, we just watch. The thing is, right, sometimes you got to show a crazy idea to get to the doable idea.
No, I'm with you.
You got sometimes you got to start at crazy and work your way back to sensible.
Yeah. Always got to start at base one. You got to start at the top.
Yeah, sometimes you start at crazy and work your way back to sensible. So
I'm with you. I'm with you.
hopefully, man, because
Hopefully somebody just hear you and
this
decide.
is something that I think should have been done even prior to this lot of talk about the cost of gas and thing,
But what we say in this country, we are reactive, not proactive. So. But friend, home time. According to the clock on the wall.
It's home time.
Yeah, man.
We gotta leave. We gotta go. We gotta disembark, guys.
we
It's
do.
been amazing. Had a really good time today. Hanging out right here in the ZIZ studios.
We're in Win FM.
Win FM.
98.9.
98.9. Right here, yes.
I know some people might be a little confused.
No, we in Win FM. We in Win FM. You're not wrong with your dial.
No.
Something wrong with the number somebody dial. But anyway. But guys, we appreciate you taking the time out to come and hang out with us this morning, whether it is you joined us on Facebook, YouTube, or on winmediaskn.com. Thank you so much. Those of you who are listening on your radios, whether you're driving, whether you're at work, whether you're exercising, wherever it is, Island Tea, give it a pep in the morning. So, yeah, big up yourself one time.
Man.
The callers, the commenters. Jay, the commenters been going crazy. We've been getting little congratulations.
She recognizing us.
Yeah, we're getting little congratulations about the activity on the stream. So
Keep it up. And don't forget, y'all have to like, share, subscribe. Y'all have to stick with us. Become a part of the Island Tea family. We need a name for them.
Ooh. The Sippers.
The Sippers? Ah!
The Sippers.
The Sippers.
The Sippers. Yeah, join the Sippers family, man.
Yeah, man. But yes, like, share, subscribe. Make sure all your friends see it. Turn it up loud for your neighbors and everybody. This is good noise to disturb the community with. Not like them busmen. Unless this is what they're playing in the bus. But, we digress.
But guys, it's Thursday. Tomorrow is Friday. So make sure you come back and join us. Just so.
By the week, then again.
Just so. But yeah, guys, it's been fun. And we're looking forward to seeing you back here tomorrow. But remember, guys, spend more time living your content than posting it. And you can't be everybody's cup of tea because you is not a mug. Goodbye.